So we watched episodes 21 to 35 of Kiva.
Stuff sure is happening in Kiva now.
Yeah.
The plot's definitely... I don't even remember where 21, like... What 21...
21 picked up after, like, the dumb shit where, what's his... Nago stopped going crazy.
But did he stop going crazy?
It was pretty weird that it was like, he's done going crazy, and then when you think he's about to go crazy again, then they're just like, no, we're not doing that anymore.
Yeah, it's like he goes crazy, and then he's not crazy, and then next episode, he's just not crazy anymore, and then he is crazy again. It was,
he was crazy, like, he was double crazy until, like, for only, like, I want to say, like, 2 or 3 episodes, when he finds out that Wataru is Kiva, and he's like, okay, I'm okay now.
Yeah, I am okay with all of this, and I'm just like, I mean, I guess?
That's a pretty solid response, because he knows Wataru.
Yeah, but it's just like, it all stems back to the fact that we don't really know why he had the big hate Kiva boner. Like,
it's that dumb Batman vs. Superman thing. I keep telling you.
I know.
You keep forgetting every time.
No, it's not that I'm forgetting. It's just that it's not good enough. It's just not good enough.
That's same thing in Batman vs. Superman. It just wasn't good enough.
Yeah. I'm not saying it fucking...
You make it sound like there's still a missing piece. No, I told you what the piece was. It's that. It's just that.
I like I said, it's not good enough. Like, I'm not saying there's a missing piece. I'm just saying that the one piece that is there, the whole one piece, all of One Piece,
all 600, all 1,000 chapters,
all 1,000 chapters, all 40 gerbillion episodes, all 12, 28 movies or whatever, however many movies there are. No, it's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. It just goes back to, like, yeah, it's like, if we understood why he had, other than, like, oh man, on the 1% chance Kiva wants to blow up the world, we have to get rid of him in case he wants to 1% blow up the world. Like, if it was more than that, I would definitely have I would have definitely understood his motivations for going insane more, and then it was just like, well, he's my friend, so I mean, like, I guess I'm happy that he wasn't like, I'm gonna betrayal the Wataru.
But we also got this nice turnaround where now Nago just walks into Wataru's bathroom in the middle of bats.
Oh yeah,
and gets in with him. How's it going, chum?
Hey man, you're looking a little down on yourself. Tell me about it. Just what? Nago, what are you doing here?
It's this weird 180 from this whole really bad character thing to one really good character thing that he just keeps doing, and it's good.
Oh. You know what still really upsets me about Nago going to Wataru's house? Like the whole thing about when he went to the past and he didn't recognize the house.
He probably just didn't care.
So
I don't even remember Nago having been to Wataru's house before the past.
It didn't matter because, all right. So here's how it went. Here's how it goes. So Nago has to go to the past to stop the Alzora company from being destroyed by a man seeking revenge on them. He had a 22-year-long plan to disrupt this entire organization.
Well, the linchpin in his plan was that he rose really high into politics. That's what it was.
Yeah. But it was still a 22-year-long fucking plan. So in the past with Otoya and all them, Ixa accidentally knocks this guy into a coma, and because of that, he can't paint anymore or whatever. And also, he was painting Maya
Wataru's mom.
Wataru's mother. And he lost his muse, his model, and his artistic ability. So, by like sheer accident, by a sheer the monster had taken him hostage, didn't immediately drain him of his lifeblood or whatever, and then when Otoya does a Hisatsu, the man like gets knocked unconscious by the force of the attack, because it like glanced him or something like that. Whatever, it doesn't matter. The point is he was collateral damage, and then he spent a 22-year-long revenge plot. So Nago, so then Jiro in present day, the Wolfman, he's like, Nago, we have a time door. We're gonna send you back to the past. And he's just like, yeah, sure.
So right now, I'm not thinking about the actual time door. I'm just thinking about the moment where it's like, how would Jiro know that? And I was like, they have a motherfucking time door! Why would any of this be a problem?
Because they're not supposed to open the time door.
No. It was your problem with Jiro knowing the dumb prayer bit.
Oh, fuck.
It's like they have a time door, it doesn't matter.
Whatever. It's so... Oh my god, it's so... Castle Duran is the dumbest thing about the present.
Yes, it is.
So anyway, so he sends Naga to the past, where he meets Otoya and he meets Yuri. But what happens is, it is a good establishment of, without us having to see it, of Otoya and Yuri moving in together, being all like whatever. Yeah. And then he gets really prudish, and he's just like, a man and a woman living together before marriage. That's sinful, shameful. I'm like, when the fuck were you like this?
He was like that on the double date also.
Well, he was a little bit like that, but he wasn't like...
No, he immediately like just turned to that for no reason. Because like one of the girls was fawning over him, and then he immediately like, you know what? He got flustered and he couldn't handle the situation. That's what it was.
That's what I thought it was, but I guess he's just super prudish or something. They should have just gone full ham and made him a Christian. They should have just gone the full ham. They
should have made it a whole Christian organization. That's what they should have done.
Yeah, and they even have the saying, "Return that life to God." When the Fangire, they absorb people's life essences, they're using it to bolster their own life. But then when they kill them, they're releasing that life essence, like return that life to God. Like it was all set up, but like they just didn't, I guess. But I mean, like they should have just gone the full Hambo and just had them be the fucking what is it? What do they call? What's it called in Fate? The church, the Black Keys or whatever.
I don't know.
The Black Keys.
You're asking me Fate lore? I don't know.
like Nasuverse lore, like fucking CL and all that from Tsukihime. The whatever, it doesn't matter. The should have just been like that. Like Kirei.
If I ever go back and I find some lore that says the wonderful Alzorus was actually super Christian, but they just never forced their beliefs on anybody and didn't really need to see because it wasn't too important, I'd be like, you know what? They did a pretty good job on that one, and then close the book on that.
Yeah, like. I don't know. Maybe, if that's what they were going for, to like just be like, yeah, they're Christian, but we just didn't have any iconography, symbology, or anything other than
they're just not forcing their thing on everybody. That's all it is.
It doesn't. There's a difference between like using the iconography and forcing it down our throats.
Yeah.
I think if they were going for the subtle approach, I think they went too subtle, which is a possibility. Anyway, so Naga goes to the past. And he gets knocked out by fucking Yuri? I think Yuri knocks him out.
Yeah. Because he's,
being a dick?
Yeah, he's being a dick. And
yeah.
He's being a real creepo.
He's being super fucking
and weird. Then you think he's gonna fucking knock her out, and then she knocks him out.
That's right, yeah. Because she's a strong, independent woman. So they take him back to their...
No, that's not when they take him back. It's when he falls off the bridge with Otoya.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. When he materializes in the past, he's like
standing on a railing
on the edge of a bridge, and Otoya grabs his legs. He's like, "You have so much to live for. Don't do this."
And it's because of Otoya that he falls into the lake.
Oh man, and the editing for that is like super super wonky because Otoya's holding onto his legs, then Nago
behind the railing.
From behind the railing. Then Nago falls forward, and then suddenly Otoya has teleported over the railing and is falling alongside Nago. Not behind him. He's just next to him in midair.
Oh no, it would have been better if he was falling in front of him.
I don't think better is the word that you use there. But, so...
No, any dumb editing with Otoya, obviously it's on purpose.
Well, I wish I could agree with you there.
All you have to do is believe that it's on purpose, and it's on purpose.
I wish I could believe you. I wish I could do that. I wish I had a believing heart. But the problem is that they take him back to Otoya's house, which is now the house that Wataru currently lives in. So he's in the house, and I'm like, I swear to God, if he doesn't recognize this house when he goes back to the present, I'm going to flip a table. Sure enough, when Naga's at the house eventually he solves the thing, blah, 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 goes back to the present. He changes the past and whatever. He makes no mention of the house whatsoever. But he does fall in love. He has his first love some fucking how. I was like, what fucking ever. He falls in love with Maya, who's Wataru's mom. Queen of the Fangire.
Because he's a giant 10-year-old boy, he doesn't know how to express his feelings, so he just gives her a button.
This is my first button. He literally does what a 10-year-old would do. This is my greatest treasure. The button I took off of my father's corpse after I sent him to jail. No, he wasn't dead. He wasn't dead, but he was like, this is my father's button after I sent my father to jail. It's the only button like this in the world. And he gives it to her, and then she
then he goes back into the present,
and Wataru has the button.
And he's like, "Oh, why do you have this button?" He goes, "Oh, my mom said, give me good luck, I guess."
Yeah, my mommy gave it to me. which then raises into question, like, Wataru's...
This is when you're supposed to actually find out that Maya's Wataru's mom. But the reality marble with the moon thing is what sold it for Scott.
It was really supposed to be a mystery all the way up until he has the button.
Well, Scott, you have to realize that we're two people who obsessed over tropes and genre stuff. A regular person going in probably wouldn't bother to put the connection.
Okay, but was it a big reveal that Wataru is half Fangire? Is that a big reveal? Is that a big mystery?
That's the show. I'm pretty sure they tell you at the start of the show that he is.
Do they?
They tell you. If I don't remember, they either tell you that he's a half Fangire or they tell you that he's a Fangire. They don't tell you that he's 100% human at the start.
Yeah, I think they hint at it when he says that one line that I can't remember what it was, but it was a line. It was the line he says. So Nago gets better, but only due to the fact that they just decide to make him not a fucking crazy obsessed berserker animal.
Yeah, Nago's pretty cool when he's not a fucking...
Yeah. What is it? What's her face? Megumi?
Yeah.
Megumi's still okay. She's still vaguely a character that's in the show occasionally.
Yeah,
she's definitely fallen off.
She's every time she shows up, she's either like, "Oh, I'm gonna hunt Fangires," or "Oh, I'm gonna be One-chan to Wataru."
I'm gonna be a big sis to Wataru.
Yeah, she doesn't say it, but that's basically what she does.
No, I think she does. I think she says One-chan at least one time.
I think one time she says it as in the group of her friends as the let the old person tell you or let the old person treat you, something like that.
Whatever. And then Shizuka, is it the little high school girl's name?
She's somehow still in the show, and she's going out of her way to do terrible things.
Yeah, it's like why is she in the show? Like I just don't like it when a character is there and they're useless. Like they have no connection to anything. Like I was hoping for something. It's like, I think the most ridiculous part about her existence in the show is when Kengo gets mad at Wataru and stops being his friend, and then the girl, says, Wataru, now you don't have any friends anymore. Or whatever she says. She's like, you lost your only friend. And I'm like, bitch, what are you? You were his friend! What are you? What are you? Like, you remember that, right? Kengo was. I don't remember if it was when the guy was scamming him or if.
No. It's definitely when. It's definitely when he's mad that it's like after the Kiva reveal, he's mad at Wataru for the fucking
for the not telling him about his arm.
Yeah. Or it's when he gets double mad about the Nago not liking, or Nago being like, oh, I don't like that fucking punk ass kid.
Oh yeah. So not only does Kengo find out that his arm's like permanently damaged and he'll never be able to play guitar again after a monster attack, then he walks in.
He's going to apologize to Wataru for the fucking argument about the arm, or for the fucking yelling at him about the arm thing.
So what happens is Wataru overhears some nurses say, oh, he'll never play guitar again. And Wataru is just like, he doesn't want to say it to his friend, because like how do you just say that to your friend? Especially after the doctors have been kind of like sugarcoating it and been like, oh, you can recover.
And then after the doctors do tell Kengo immediately just assumes that Wataru knew. It's an assumption. It's a dumb assumption that he shouldn't have made as a regular person. You could not have possibly have made that assumption, but he does it anyway, and then he just yells at Wataru about it. And because Wataru actually did know the truth, he feels bad about it, and then
yeah, like it's okay if Wataru does feel bad about it, because he was in like a shit situation anyway. But like Kengo definitely, like, and it's like, it's also okay for Kengo to be mad about it, and he is gonna go apologize about it. But like it was just like a shitty situation, like obviously for the characters.
Yeah.
But then it like gets doubled down when Wataru's talking to Nago, and Nago had already had just learned about Kiva or something like that, right? So he goes. So as Kengo's walking into the cafe to like apologize to Wataru, he hears Nago go, "Oh, Wataru, I want to make you my apprentice." And Wataru goes, "Well, what about Kengo?"
Kengo's fucking useless. I don't even know why I keep him around.
And then Kengo gets mad at Wataru,
and he gets mad at both of them.
And both of them. But then he still gets mad at Wataru, even though Wataru was just like, "But what about Kengo? Well, what about him? Like Wataru didn't even answer. He was just kind of like, what?" And then Wataru loses his only friend because Shizuka is not his friend. Like it boggled my mind when she said that, because you don't say that to people. Oh, now you don't have any friends anymore. You don't say that to people.
You don't say that to your friend. It's like
bitch.
What does she think she is then? I don't.
Obviously, she thinks she's his potential future fiance.
No, she thinks that she's his mom.
It's
that dumb line from
like forever ago. Like, I'm his mom. And it would be like it boggled my mind. It was like, who wrote this?
Then we get the bit of, or we get the.
And while this is happening, Wataru's girlfriend has broken up with it. Or no, is it she broke up with him, or is it then we learn about Taiga?
We learn about Taiga, and then she breaks up with Wataru because she's engaged to Taiga. And then Wataru talks about his friend from the past. And in the flashback, when it's done, when it's over, she's just gone. And he looks up and he goes, "Where'd you go?" I don't. It's like,
that's right. Like, he's like, "Oh yeah, I had a friend in the past, and one day he just vanished." And in the flashback, it's Wataru and the other kid, or kid Wataru and the other kid running
the kid
around.
Literally fades from existence, and Wataru's like, "Where'd you go?"
And then he's done telling that exact flashback, and his girlfriend is just gone. Yes,
I love the scene more as the fucking disappearing people thing than I hate it as a terrible fucking edit, because it's my friend was a ghost and then my girlfriend was a ghost.
Yeah, the editing in this show can be super spotty at times. And then we have to get into Wataru's girlfriend, Mio. She's an adorable little shy girl who perfectly matches the pace of Wataru's adorable little shy boy.
We find out that she's the next
queen.
Checkmate queen.
The checkmate 4.
Checkmate
King, Queen, Bishop, Rook. No knight.
You know what would have been cool? If there was a knight and a pawn, and when you go, man, pawn's obviously weak as shit, turns out to be the strongest, because he can literally
multiply himself or something.
He can either multiply himself, or he can be like, oh, sometimes I can just adopt the powers of the other checkmate 4, and just be like, whoa!
They could have done all sorts of bullshit.
Oh, I know.
They could have done all sorts of shit. And they just didn't.
Every time a member of the Checkmate 6 dies, I get to hold on to their powers until the new one shows up.
That would be so cool, but nope. They're Checkmate 4. It's like they just didn't think that Knight would ever be a thing. Like, why would Knight be a thing?
Eventually, Maya starts By the way, when they tell Maya that she's the Fangire Queen, like the new Fangire Queen, it's like she doesn't go like, "What's a Fangire?" Even though we've never seen her.
Don't worry about it.
She was a Fangire the whole time.
Yeah,
the whole time.
Yeah.
I just like the moment it hit me when they were like, "Oh, you're the new queen." She goes, "I don't want to be the new queen." I was like, "Wait, what? She knows? Holy shit!"
Oh yeah, if she's a Fangire, then of course she would know.
But anyway,
I don't want to be queen. Fuck
because
that.
Because she's the Fangire queen, she's automatically got to marry the Fangire king, and the new Fangire king is Taiga, who is the son of Maya, the old Fangire queen.
Yeah, it sure has become a clusterfuck pretty fast,
and
it took me longer than I'd care to admit to realize what that entire thing meant.
You almost went about this weird, like, backwards dumb bullshit. You almost went through this weird dumb like fucking J-drama bullshit. Oh, and I was just like, no, Scott, it's not that complicated.
They're just brothers. They're just half brothers. And I go, oh, I was about to like, he's in like his guardian twin stand fucking ghost bullshit, and he's just like, they're just brothers but with different fathers. And I go, oh, because
Taiga's dad is the old Fangire king and Wataru's dad is the human.
Is a human.
Dude, I can't wait till you get to see the Fangire king. It's so good.
The Fangire,
the one from 22 years ago.
The past Fangire king?
Yeah.
Oh, I really hope he's like super bombastic. Like, I hope he's Mr. Bombastic. I hope he's like Gilgamesh. I want Gilgamesh. That's what I want.
But anyway, and Taiga is the current Fangire king. He even has the Fangire king mark.
He has the King of Hearts!
Yeah, he has the King of Hearts on his hand. and when he lets out his aura, it literally summons shadow snakes. It's so cool.
Yeah. What's his rider form called again?
I don't fucking remember because he's gonna replace it anyway.
Oh fuck! Don't say that.
He's gonna replace it with a cooler one.
But this one's really cool, and it's got a really
okay. He's not gonna replace it with a cooler one. He's gonna replace it because thematic bullshit.
Whatever.
But anyway,
yeah, I like his rider design. It looks really cool, and he's got a cool finisher.
Yeah, he's got a stained glass knight motif.
Well, all the Fangires are stained glass.
I know, but I'm just saying, as opposed to fucking Ixa's dumb gaudy knight bullshit.
Yeah, but that's Ixa. He's the science. He's the paladin. He's designed after a paladin.
Anyway,
a paladin.
His finisher is cool as shit because he just wraps people in a noose and then jumps up a teleporter and hangs them.
Oh no, it's not a noose. He stabs them through the chest.
Oh yeah,
and then he jumps through his crest, the Kiva crest. He has the same crest as Kiva in the sky. He jumps through it and then falls back down through it, and it creates like a kind of like
a pulley. It creates a pulley.
Yeah, it creates a pulley, and he yanks up the monster, and then they just explode when he does like a hand gesture.
Yeah.
It's super cool. What's the line he says? By my judgment as king, I'll erase you, or something like that. By my authority as king. He has a cool He has a cool line.
Yeah.
Like the lines in this show are super edgy and cool, and I love it. It's so edgy bullshit, and I love edgy bullshit. TM.
It's not anything like that. It's by my, and then it's like. It's a weird like he uses the translation for us. It's a weird like by my. It's like it's not by my kindness, but it's a different word. That's like
by my benevolence or some shit.
Something like that. But it's something like that.
Yeah, but he just like there's just like super cool like I even really like the return that life to God.
Yeah.
Like you hideous monsters that don't belong in this world. It's just like I like that line. I just wish like I don't know, there wasn't some dumb bullshit attached to like every aspect of the show right now.
But yeah, eventually we get to we find out that they do the reveal of like everybody like during this series of episodes they do the reveals of all the Checkmate 4's jobs minus Rook.
Yeah, he's dead. We don't gotta worry about him no more.
Yeah.
They kill him.
And
because he wants to go to heaven.
Yeah, that was so good.
He decides that he's done all the bad things, so he's just like. So then he hears the mother telling the story to the child, and he goes, "Heaven sounds fun. I want to go to heaven." And then he just starts going around doing good things. He doesn't even reflect on his past behavior. He's just like, "Oh, I'm just going to go do good things so I can go to heaven." It's literally the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
It's the best thing one of the best things that's happened in this show.
It doesn't make it not dumb. Like even if it's one of the best things, it still doesn't preclude it from being the dumb.
So anyway, we find out that I think we already knew up to episode 20 that the Queen's job was to kill.
Now we learn in this set of episodes.
Yeah.
Because remember, at the end of 20, that's when we meet Maya. We see the reality marble. And, the Kivat that's not there anymore.
Yeah, the Queen's job is to kill Fangires who fall in love with humans.
Humans.
Excuse me. It's Bishop's job to run all internal Fangire affairs, and it's the King's job to ensure that humanity doesn't get strong enough to oppose Fangires.
Yeah, I think Rook's job was just to be fucking beef muscle.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah.
But so they're all doing their thing. So, what's his face? Taiga's going around to, like, having business meetings with people and being like, they'll be like, yeah, this technology is cool as shit.
I devised
the betterment of humanity. And then he's like...
I think the best one was I figured out a way to turn water into energy. And I go, that sounds cool at first, but then you realize, how do you get more water? Because we have a water cycle.
So, Neato fact, Scott, is that I learned about this process in my biology class.
Okay.
It's impossible to do because we don't have the tech.
Obviously,
it's impossible for us to do now because we don't have the technology to do one step of it. And the only thing I can think of while watching that is he figured out that step. Okay. Because everything else we have figured out. It's just that one step.
What is this one step?
It's the step that where you combine hydrogens back with the oxygen.
Oh, nuclear fusion.
The thing is we're not trying to get nuclear fusion. We're trying to do a different type of fusion.
Oh, atomic fusion, whatever.
No, we're trying to do photosynthesis.
Oh,
we're trying to replicate that process of photosynthesis because it requires less energy than it takes to. The actual act of photosynthesis requires less energy to put the molecules or to put the atoms back together than the act of splitting them apart to get the energy.
And I've learned something today. I'm sure I'll forget it by tomorrow. In any case, at one point, one of the scientists creates some kind of like super thing.
He figures out how to fuse Fangire energy with people and makes a
super Fangire.
A super Fangire.
And the king takes interest in that one.
Is
it that one or the other one?
No, he figures out... No, he's only told about the superhuman thing. He's not told about the fusing the Fangires together.
Oh, yeah.
So he's like, oh, yeah, we could...
I like that, because, alright, so the scientist takes a Fangire and is just shoving more Fangire into her in order to make her super powerful. And she's just like, well, what if I just kill you? And he's just like, well, if you try to kill me, I'll just blow up the bomb in your chest. And eventually he does. Eventually she's like about to kill him, and so he detonates the bomb in her chest, and she explodes, and she's just strong enough to survive it. So I go, wow, look at science. I created the powerful monster that's invincible. Too bad it's invincible and I can't control it anymore.
She dodged that explosion from point blank range.
She had 100% evasion.
Oh, man. That dumb thing with the Wookiee.
She blocked the ground.
Oh, man. So, no, I'm thinking about that one time I was playing a Star Wars RPG. I shot a guy who had a bandolier grenades. I was standing right in front of him. I had 1 HP left. The bandolier grenades exploded. I dodged it. Everybody behind me took damage.
That reminds me of when me and my friends were playing Betrayal at the House on the Hill. And the traitor drops a stick of dynamite in the room that everyone's in, because the traitor's immune to the dynamite. And then there's like the little Asian boy, because like there's a bunch of different characters, and it's like the little Asian boy. He dodges the dynamite, and everyone else takes damage.
But yeah,
point blank dynamite throwing.
We get the. But yeah. Leading up to this, she kidnaps Mia, and is gonna absorb her Fangire powers.
Gotta protect her cinnamon.
And then Wataru and Taiga are like, "Oh, we gotta go save her." And then Taiga's like, "Hey man, you should stay out of this." And Wataru's like, "No, I'm coming along." He's like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "No, seriously." She says, "No, Taiga, I'm coming along because the person I've been in love with the whole time is
Mio.
Is your fiance, Mio." And then Taiga's like, "Then let's go."
Yes! Like, Taiga's the best! Taiga's the fucking best!
And then, so that they get there, and... Wataru starts... Like, by the way, Wataru has lost his groove at this point. Because the violin broke, he's lost his groove.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Even with his Emperor form. So, fun fact, I learned that I read up a little bit on Kiva. The reason they use Emperor form so much is because the OG Kiva uniform, like the regular outfit, was so heavy that it actually almost killed the suit actor because of a stunt. Like, it was so heavy that one of the stunts that he did almost caused him to die. So they were like, okay, let's use this other suit with this other design that's more streamlined and isn't as heavy and bulky.
Oh, man.
With the unfortunate side effect of, ganking all of those power-ups, all those nifty power-ups like the saber and the Basha Magnum and the fucking hammer.
Yeah, so they both go to save her, and while Wataru's henshin, he gets beat up. Or no, he's not. He doesn't get beat up. He's surprise attacked by the fucking flying snake. Because Taiga sees Kiva and goes, "This seems interesting." Whistles, and a flying snake just comes in and goes, "Yeah, go kill Kiva.
Go attack Kiva," and I go.
And then so Taiga kills the woman, the crazy super powerful monster woman, and Wataru gets his groove back because he fucking does the dumb prayer thing.
Oh my god! And he turns into a dragon.
And then he turns into a vampire bat, and then he
dragon.
He turns into a bat.
Swear to God.
Look, you gotta accept that I'm just gonna respond with bat after you say dragon every time.
It's a dragon bat. It's both.
Okay.
It's literally just both. It just looks more draconic to me.
And then he kills the flying snake and he gets his groove back.
Because he's in his Fangire form. His super Fangire form. His true Fangire form.
The episode ends with Maya meeting up with what's her fucking face?
Mio.
Mio and Maya meeting up.
Yeah, because Mio is just like, I want to stop being queen, and Bishop goes, well, what if you just talk to the old queen?
No. Bishop says you can't quit, but you can, but if you want to keep trying, go talk to the old queen. Motherfucker, you're sending conflicting messages right now. It's
like, why would you tell her where the old queen is?
That implies that she can quit.
Because the old queen did quit. Maya ain't looking so hot after 20 years. She's got an eye patch and she's gaunt and
they put some fucking
some makeup on her
to make her look pale, and
she's kind of like she's homeless, living in like a dump.
She's living in a cave. She's literally living in a cave.
She's just living in a cave. I gotta wonder if I like would have wanted it better if she was dead. Like, I guess she does something by the end, but like I feel like she should have just been dead. But whatever.
Nah, it's okay. She doesn't do too much. She doesn't ruin it.
What do they do to convince Mio to kill Kiva? Like, what do they say? Like, oh, if you kill Kiva, X thing will happen, and then she wants to kill Kiva now. Not realizing that it's her boyfriend. Which reminds me, oh man. Ooh, so.
I believe that they just tell her that.
Oh, that's part of her job. I think they just say it's part of her job.
No, I think they tell her that he's an enemy to the Fangire, and she sees him hard murder a Fangire.
Yeah, okay. It's probably something like that. I just don't remember. But I think the other crazy thing is Kiva at Wataru. Mio transforms into her Fangire form, like from where Wataru cannot see her. So
you're talking about the dumb thing with the arms.
Yeah. So they fight in their powered up forms or whatever, and they injure each other's arms, and then she fucks off, and then Wataru spontaneously finds her 10 feet to the left in her human form, and he goes, "Oh, Mio, you're here," and I go, "How?" And your arms busted, like Wataru, come on here, come on, like.
No, he loves her. Why would...
Love is blind. I get it.
He has no reason to believe that she's a Fangire.
Except for the fact that she showed up 10 feet next to where that other Fangire was with the similar injury.
Literally, it's more likely than not she's human. It's... Scott, like, it's not like the Fangire race outnumbers the human race, and that is just like, so you just walk around and go, oh, I can't tell if that's a Fangire or a human.
But she was just there. Like, that wasn't even a thing where she was there before, and then she walked away, and then she turned into the monster form, and then came back, and then went away, and then turned human. It was just like, from Wataru's perspective, it was just like, oh, Mio, you're here. Unconscious and your arm's bloody after that battle I just fought.
Now he's concerned for her safety.
I get it. It's just more of the show's fucking writing. Like, oh my god, it's like, and then like. And that's all the present bullshit. And then when we let's go back 22 years. Back. Gotta take you back to the past. And Otoya and Yuri are having some relationship issues as Otoya is talking more and more with Maya.
Maya convinces Otoya that he needs to make the perfect violin, and then he's like, "But I don't know how to make violins." She goes, "Don't worry, I was a student of the best violin maker in history." And then they're doing, like, they're at the house making the violin, and Yuri's like, no.
Yeah, making violins. That's what the kids call it these days.
Oh man, I ate her.
Huh?
I ate her.
Oh fuck it! Yeah. I ate her.
Oh man.
Already? That's a good one. That's a fucking good one. Oh.
But yeah, that's literally all I have to say about everything.
It's like the show gives us more, answers a few of the questions and like gives us more of the mysteries. But like the problem is it's just kind of like all over the place, and then we just kind of like forget about characters. Like, we don't give a shit about... Like, the show doesn't give a shit about Jiro or the Merman or the Frankenstein anymore. No, don't give fucking shit about them. Jiro shows up all of...
they're power-ups. That's it. They're just power-ups.
Yeah. But it sucks because Jiro and Otoya were the greatest of bros. Oh, hold on, wait. Jiro does show up before they're fighting. How they show Rook getting sealed in the past... Which correlates to the same episode as them killing him in the present. Jiro and Otoya in the hospital.
Oh yeah, that was so good.
That was so like Jiro and Otoya were like the greatest of bros that we never got enough of. Like, we got a few episodes of it where they broed it up. Where they didn't bro it up.
Leading up to the defeat of Rook after. Wait, oh yeah, we didn't talk about Jiro going crazy for like...
Oh.
Jiro goes crazy for an episode. It's alright though, because immediately after that, he just starts broing it up with Otoya again.
Literally tries to kidnap and rape Yuri, and then they forgive him like a few episodes later when he pops back up. Like, he's just gone for like...
He doesn't show back up in front of Yuri, just Otoya.
Yeah, but like... All is forgiven. When Yuri sees him again, all is forgiven.
It's because the next time she sees them, they're all fighting Rook.
Oh yeah, and then she finds out that they're all hideous monsters.
She doesn't care.
Yeah, all is forgiven.
No, wait. She doesn't find out they're monsters because every time. Like,
no, she sees them fighting. She sees them all fighting Rook.
Are you talking about under the bridge?
Yeah.
No, she shows up after they transform back.
No, she knows that they're monsters. I swear to God, she does.
The scene is...
I can tell you right now. I can tell you 100%.
They all get knocked to
They talk about them being monsters in that conversation with Yuri being right there when they're all recovering from their ass whooping. I swear to God, we can go look at it right now.
No, but the thing is, up to that point.
You can go look at it.
No, Scott. I know that you're telling the truth. But the thing is, the person who says that they're all monsters is Otoya, and he's been saying that for literally he's been saying that for a long ass time.
Let's fucking go. I'm telling you right now. Pause this, and we're gonna come back, and we're gonna pause this, and we're gonna look at it, and we're gonna come back, and we're doing this. We're doing it. We've done it before.
I don't feel like it.
You don't want to. You don't.
Because I just remembered the episode where Jiro kidnapped Yuri, and I was just like, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that one."
That's what I thought.
No, but definitely the scene under the bridge is cut that she shows up after they've already de-hensioned.
She sees them fighting in the monster forms.
No, it's during the second Rook fight that.
I promise you, she sees them fighting in monster form. Because remember, she's part of the plan where they have to fight Rook later.
She's part of the second plan, not the first plan.
Yeah, the second plan, and they're monsters in that plan.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Yeah, like
no, but like, okay, I admit I was wrong. She knows.
Okay,
but I'm telling you, the scene with the bridge is cut in that specific way.
Yeah, this just shows shitty editing, probably. There's a lot more of it than you think.
Anyway, they beat Rook.
They kill the fuck out of Rook. It's like the problem. The problem with the show is like I don't give a shit about almost any of the cast. I honestly don't. Like,
you stopped caring about the people in the past also?
Yeah, a little bit. Like I sort of still care about Otoya, but like I don't know. What happened was the show started focusing on them less, and then when they came back, it was just kind of like it didn't matter what they were doing. Like the past no longer mattered because. All right, here's another kind of I don't want to say a problem with the show, but a problem with sort of like the mystery is that we know like 3 things that are like super guaranteed. No matter what happens in the past, basically 3 things are super guaranteed. Yuri survives, Otoya survives. All at the very, very, very bare minimum. They survive until they can have children, and that Otoya, like, maybe not cheats, but breaks up with Yuri for Maya. Like, these are 300% givens because of, like, the present. Like, literally the plot the structure of the present has to facilitate certain things happening in the past. So it kind of like, it's like, If the journey is not interesting and I already know the end, why am I caring? And right now, the journey in the past is just like, this is how this happened. And I'm like, well, okay. But what's interesting... It's like, Otoya cheating on you. I guess what I do give credit to it is like, Otoya and Yuri have that show romance, you know, like, the guy gets the girl and things are all hunky-dory, but then you keep going a little bit and you find out things aren't hunky-dory. Like, Otoya's still, you know, he's still like the womanizer, the flamboyant, like, I'm a free spirit. And Yuri is just like, she wants a family. She wants to get married and settle down, and Otoya doesn't. And I have to give that credit. Like, that's a real... That's a thing that you don't see ever. You don't see that almost ever in television.
So the thing is, like, Otoya is slightly more smitten with Yuri than any woman he's seen before. But then he's like, then Maya showed up, and then that's when
Maya gets him on like an artistic level.
And that's what really gets him.
Yeah, it's like, it's just crazy. Like you almost never see something like that in television. So I'll give the show credit for that. Like, that's kind of interesting to see. But everything else about the past arc is like, once they dealt with Rook, there was basically nothing for them to do in the past.
There was nothing for them to do. They hard for like a couple episodes just didn't even have any pass cuts.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I kind of don't care about the characters in the past because it doesn't. No. Another thing. Number 4 thing that guarantees happens. Jiro and the merman and the Frankenstein. I forget their names, but I only remember Jiro because he was like a prominent character.
Yeah.
Jiro, the Frankenstein, and the merman. They also have to survive because they get stuck inside of Castle Duran for like whatever reason because of their promise with Otoya. So like all of this is just like it kind of cuts away some of the tension. Like I know Otoya is gonna live because he hasn't made the promise with the monster guys to whatever, and he hasn't had Wataru yet. So no matter what, Otoya is gonna live, and Yuri's gonna live because no matter what, Megumi has to be born. So she's gonna be fine.
We've at least seen flashbacks from Yuri's perspective, or from Megumi's perspective, that Yuri lives longer, or like a longer life.
Yeah, she definitely lives until Megumi's like at least 4 or 5.
Yeah, and she has a younger brother, and they have a dad who's still alive. And
yeah, so it's like we know that Yuri lives throughout whatever happens in the past arc. Yuri lives whole and hale, like not even like bedridden, paraplegic, fucking war-torn, scarred, battle, whatever nonsense. Like she's hale and healthy. And
at least up until she died, you know.
Well, yeah, up until she died off screen in a completely unrelated to Fangire incident. Like, doesn't even die to Fangire. Like, I don't think. I think they say she like dies in a car accident or something.
I don't remember.
Yeah, she's just dead.
Yeah,
no longer alive.
Oh, you know why? You know why she's dead? Because of how many of the answers we would have gotten to everything had she been alive.
Yeah, if she were alive, there would have been so... Oh my god. All sorts of bullshit would have been like, oh hey, like as soon as like the whole Rook fiasco, oh yeah, I remember when we sealed him, she sees Kiva.
Oh yeah, that's
Kiva,
Toria's son. Yeah,
yeah, like all sorts of fucking bullshit.
Oh man,
yeah, like they had to kill her off screen sometime between the past and the present. Like it's just the writing in the past arcs was interesting because of the character interactions and dynamics, and like the stories were somewhat okay, and like they were doing some cool things with like the connecting them to the present arcs. But now that most of that's gone, all that's left is just like it's just kind of like what is it? Going through the motions. We're just going through the motions in the past arcs now because it's like we know X event has to happen, so now it's just we have to connect point A to point B, and it's just like right there on the rails, and it's just I mean like
I like the connection from point A to point B.
I'm not saying it's bad. It's just like it's less interesting than it was before, and that's hampering it for me. Not in like a like it's like brought me from a I really like this to just like yeah okay let's get on with it kind of deal. Like I just want to get through it because it's like yeah okay it's like it
that's it for today.
Yeah.
Next time we'll have finished Kiva,
and I'll definitely have way more to say.
Yeah.